The Elephant and the Ants. In the heart of a vast green forest lived a mighty elephant. His enormous size made him the strongest creature around. His steps shook the ground, his trumpets echoed through the trees, and wherever he went, animals moved aside in fear. But with his strength came pride, and pride turned him into a bully. The elephant believed he was greater than everyone else. He teased smaller animals, mocked them, and showed no mercy. But the ones he troubled the most were the ants. Near the river stood a small ant hill, where the ants worked tirelessly each day. From sunrise to sunset, they carried tiny grains of food back to their home, working together in harmony. But every time the elephant passed by, he made their lives miserable. He would suck up water with his long trunk, swing it over the anthill, and spray with all his might. The force of the water washed the ants away, destroyed their hard work, and left them crying in pain. "Why do you torment us?" the ants pleaded. But the elephant only laughed, his voice rumbling like thunder. "You are nothing but tiny insects," he boasted. "If I wished, I could crush you all beneath my feet." The ants lived in fear, but inside their patience was wearing thin. One quiet evening, as the forest settled into silence, the ants gathered at their anthill. Their leader stepped forward and spoke firmly. "My friends, we may be small, but together we are mighty." The elephant thinks his strength makes him invincible, but if we unite, we can show him that even the smallest among us can teach the greatest a lesson. The ants agreed, their tiny voices rising together with determination. That night, they prepared. The following day, the elephant lay lazily beneath a tree, his eyes half closed, as he enjoyed a peaceful nap. The forest was still, but quietly, without a sound, the ants began their march. One by one, they climbed up his massive legs, their tiny bodies moving with purpose. Higher and higher they went until they reached his trunk. Then, with perfect timing, they began to bite. The elephant awoke with a terrible cry. "Ow! What is happening to me?" he roared, thrashing about. But the more he struggled, the more the ants bit. They crawled deep into his trunk, and he could do nothing to stop them. "Please," the elephant cried, "stop! It hurts! I can't take it anymore." But the ants did not stop. They wanted him to understand. In agony, the elephant fell to his knees. His pride shattered, he begged for mercy. "I was wrong. I was foolish. Please forgive me. I will never trouble you again. I will never bully anyone again. Please, I beg you, stop." Hearing his desperate plea, the ants slowly retreated. They crawled out of his trunk and returned to their anthill, leaving the elephant trembling and humbled. At last, the elephant lowered his head and spoke softly. "Little ones, I mocked you for being weak. But today, you have shown me that true strength is not in size, but in unity. From this day forward, I will use my strength not to harm, but to protect." The ants forgave him, and from that day on, the elephant kept his word. No longer did he spray the ants with water. No longer did he bully the smaller animals. Instead, he walked with humility, guarding those who once feared him. And so, the proud elephant learned his greatest lesson: that kindness is more powerful than pride, and even the smallest can rise against the greatest when they stand together.